Match number 45 of the Tata IPL 2025. Once again at the iconic Wankhede Stadium. We can call this a mid-table clash. I am Ritvik once again. Welcome to the show, Ritvik. Who do you think? Because I think either of the teams, each and every game nowadays as we head towards the business end of the tournament becomes crucial. And all the teams will take one game at a piece. Who do you think between these two teams has higher probability of making it to the top four?
Between Mumbai and LSG, given how Mumbai is playing, given their past record of how they start slow and they come back strong in the IPL franchise, given the record of how they've won 5 tournaments on the basis of that, I would have to say Mumbai.
Absolutely. That's a no-brainer in terms of how this starts to. Is that a formula they use? Is it something else method they use, or is it normal that it?
I don't think it's a formula, of course. When teams go out, they go out with the plan of winning as many games as possible.
Correct.
But what happens with Mumbai, possibly, based on my observations over the few seasons, has been that they tend to take some time to get that playing 11 sorted.
Correct.
Right? It takes time for them to get a few key players coming on to form as well in the new season and all that. And more often than not, when their backs are against the wall, they somehow play a whole lot better. They play a different
brand of cricket. They play
an absolutely different brand of cricket. They play to win. They go out with a different mentality altogether. You can see it in the field, not just in their bowling and batting, but out there in the field. And when they take on oppositions on their home ground, from the North stand to all the way to the Gavaskar stand and the Sachin stand, everybody is behind them. And that's
from ball one, everybody's huge. But that's the reason why it's one of the best stadiums in India. It's known for. It's an iconic venue, as we all know. But you said about Mumbai Indians, since the return of Jasprit Bumrah into the side, they have been a different side. Now they're getting the top order, the likes of Rohit Sharma, which has been the biggest bonus, getting runs under his belt. Surya Kumar Yadav doing Surya Kumar things. Everything is falling into place. They're winning games, and now they're looking at threatening side. And it looks like every single game it's going Mumbai Indians till the playoffs, maybe after the playoffs as well, till the cup final. They might just clinch the final as well. We don't know. Anything can happen. I want a new champion. What about the rest? We will see. Only time will say. Their opponents. Lucknow Super Giants. I think, like we say, Sanju Samson is facing difficulties with Rajasthan Royals. Do you think the same for this wicketkeeper captain?
LSG are going through a bad patch for sure. I think their wheels have gone off the rails a bit. And there's way too much pressure on the top order when they go out to bat, especially. Their bowling has been decent. Their bowling hasn't been that poor, to be honest. They've come up against teams who have been exceptionally good at chasing or setting targets, primarily chasing. And that's why they've lost the games that they have. But their batting continues to be a major concern. Of the entire top order set that you see, I think only Nicholas Pooran comes out to bat as if he's batting on a different pitch than everybody else. Every other batsman that you see has been struggling. Rishabh Pant is a case in point. He's the captain.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think the top three has been batting on a different surface. Markram, Marsh and Pooran. If either of them fail, that brings the pressure on the middle order. We haven't seen the best of Killer Miller yet. Rishabh Pant, I'm not sure what he's doing with his batting order. He's demoting himself. We thought that could be an injury to his wrist in the previous game that ensured that he doesn't bat higher up the order. But he said it was a tactical move. Who does a tactical move at the order that you're bringing in a batsman in the first innings as it impacts up? They're saying it was a tactical move of playing mind games with the opposition of Mayank Yadav.
Forget that being a tactical move that they're pointing out. For me, when a team is suffering, when a team is at the receiving end and at the wrong end of that receiving end, and you're losing wickets regularly in that particular match, why as a captain will you not take that initiative, take on that responsibility and go up front? Yes, you might not be getting a lot of runs, but doesn't matter. You have to lead from the front. You have to show your teammates that I'm here, I need to stand up, I need to be counted, and I will go and give it my best shot. Not push yourself continuously down till the last 2 balls of the innings. Just not.
Can I just say, is he following his idol?
Well, no, I don't think he is. I think he's very, very confused and demoralized as of now. I think that's the case. I don't think it's a case of following his idol. I just think he's not been getting his act together. The team has not been doing well other than, yes, and we'll discuss players in detail, I know, but the likes of Makram has been good, Marsh has been good, Nicholas Pooran, like I said, batting on a completely different surface, Rathi and all coming to the party. But that middle order of theirs has just flattered to deceive. And that puts a lot of pressure on him. Remember, there's a massive price tag on him as well. Correct. And all of that put together, and given the dramatics that were there of last year, and then KL Rahul being moved from the captaincy, removed from the captaincy, and all that. I'm sure it's not an easy seat for him to be sitting on at the moment.
Absolutely. It's not an easy scene. We saw a little bit of arguments, or was that discussion with Zaid Khan in the previous game? I'm not too sure. But he is not in the right frame of mind. And also in the back of the mind, there will be things about what happens with the owner after the game as well, is what I think. And it happened, it backfired the owner in the previous game. KL Rahul stamped in the 30th day at Lucknow, played a match-winning knock, and just walked past the Sandeep Goenka in the previous game. Did the handshake. It was just a matter of 1 second. I'm sure everybody has watched that visual. But if we talk about these two teams locking on against each other in the last 5 encounters, 4-1 for the Lucknow Super Giants. Is that something they can take into confidence against a particular opponent, moving into a very important game away from home?
Not really. I don't think so. Because I've always believed, yes, stats are there and they give you a sense of where teams have been in the past. But in the T20 format, especially in the IPL, the competition is so fierce. You need to show up on that given day. And you need to keep in mind your current form or your recent form. Recent form for LSG has been far from perfect. MI have been on a roll, and they will continue to push that. I honestly feel that MI will come very, very hard at LSG.
And I expect that. I absolutely expect that because Mumbai Indians are a team with abundance of confidence and they're playing at their own den. No matter if it's an afternoon game or evening game, is that the day where Nita Ambani will bring all the children, kids into the stadium? We don't know. It can be possible, but it's a different ball game when we play at the Wankhede Stadium, isn't it? With raining boundaries, raining sixes, a little bit of supla shots as well. Do you think that the toss might play a factor in this?
It's a day game, so the toss might not be that big a factor. It will be hot though. It'll be hot and humid. So if the captain wins the toss and elects to bat first, then it gives some respite to his bowlers to sort of sit back and then come on in the second half. Having said that, Mumbai has shown over the last few games that they are relishing the challenge of chasing. So
Correct.
I don't think if Hardik Pandya wins the toss, he will have any hesitation in bowling first, even in those conditions, and then going to chase the runs. Because
Absolutely.
as chasers, they've looked very, very good of late.
Absolutely. And Hardik Pandya is winning important tosses, I must tell you. And if you look into the numbers, first of all, of the pitch report, here it is 65 times the team chasing have gone on to win games rather than 55 times the team defending totals. What could be the target you want to set at this venue where you know any total is not enough? But what could be the target you want to set if you're batting first in a day game?
Well, one of the interesting stats for the Wankhede for IPL is that the lowest score defended there has been 205. So that's the lowest score defended there. Okay? And I'm talking preseason, not this season, prior to this season. So Wankhede, given the shorter boundaries on the sides, given the dimensions even up front straight, given the nature of the pitch, irrespective of which pitch they use, the ball comes on nicely to the bat. There's not a massive lot that the pitch plays per se. It's up to the bowlers to exploit whatever they can. And it's been that way for years. It's not just now. So for me, if whichever team is batting first, they need to put at least 225, 230 on the board to try and feel safe. Especially if LSG were to do it. To be honest, unless the top three fire and take the game till the 15th over, I don't see them reaching the 220, 225 mark at all. And if they don't, then it's game on Mumbai.
Well, if you don't surpass 220 and with the firepower Mumbai Indians have, it could be possible. But they have, as I said before, they are playing mind games. Can we expect them to unleash the speed star in this high voltage game?
The speedster's been off the pitch for a long, long time due to injury
Correct.
and all that. Yes, he's coming back. He's coming back. He's going to bowl 4 overs. And is that something that will necessarily aid him on a Wankhede pitch? Yes, initially with the carry and
Well,
bounce.
it can backfire you, but when are you going to introduce him until unless if it's a
Exactly.
isn't a
So
big game?
the
We're
key
talking
question
about
comes
Mayank
in,
Yadav though.
of course. And the key element here would be, when do you introduce him? One. Second, given the fact that he is express pace, and if he's bowling full throttle, the likes of Rohit Sharma, Suryakumar Yadav
They love
are
extra pace.
extremely good at taking advantage of that, right? And using that pace against the bowler. So it's not always a good thing to have a tearaway fast bowler coming and just bowling thunderbolts. We will have to wait and see whether Yadav has the control, whether he has the variations, has he learned those variations over time, and based on that, how does he fare? So I wouldn't look into much of Mayank Yadav just yet, considering the fact that he's coming off from a layoff as well. But it could be an interesting challenge for sure.
Okay, that's an interesting thought according to you. You don't think he will have a lot of assistance from this Wankhede surface, but it will be interesting to see, will Lucknow use him, or will they continue to play so-called mind games against our blockbuster side like Mumbai Indians? Strategy timeout section over to you, Ritwik. 4 questions. You know, always 60 seconds you have time frame. The time starts now. First question, Rohit Sharma or Mitchell Marsh? Who do you think will score more runs tomorrow?
I would go for Rohit. I am liking the sort of form that he's in. I'm liking the sort of shot making that he's been into. Even in the first few games when he got out cheaply, he still played some good shots and then got out. And now back-to-back 50s, 170 as well. Yeah, I would back him.
Okay, Nicholas Puran or Surya Kumar Yadav? Who do you think will smash more sixes?
Ooh, this is tough. I would love to sit on the fence on this. For me, Sky has been more consistent of late, but Nicky P has been right up there, 380 plus runs. Oh, very tough. I think I would go for Sky if Mumbai is batting second.
Okay, then that's fair enough. Okay, Mayank Yadav or Jasprit Bumrah? Who do you think will pick more wickets?
Bumrah, I think, just because of his experience. I'm still not happy
Okay.
about the concept, and we've spoken about it earlier, and we'll probably come back to it, of him playing the level that he's playing. But yeah. Between these two,
we
Bumrah.
have spoken about. Say that, but so far the IPL, has it lived up to your expectations or not?
Has in certain ways, definitely hasn't in some others. Let me explain. The teams that we did not expect to do really, really well at the start of the tournament have surprised us and come out and played some really good cricket. Delhi Capitals have played
And may I know
wonderful.
who are they? Yeah.
Yeah, so Delhi Capitals have played wonderful cricket. I think they've been like a breath of fresh air. Yes, they've been there or thereabouts over the years, but this time they look like a very, very serious contender.
Has KL Rahul fixed the puzzle for them?
Definitely been one of the highlights for sure. To come in and stabilize the top order, to bat the way he does, the way he paces his innings, is truly remarkable. And when he's on song, there's fewer batsmen who are better to watch.
True.
Plus his contributions as a wicketkeeper from the back, channelizing the field, taking calls, very important calls in terms of DRS and all that. Very, very important.
And
So,
there is something I want to ask. There are wicket keepers who have impressed me this season. Has he been better, or has Jitesh Sharma been better for us?
I think I would say KL Rahul has been better in terms of overall, in the sense. In
No, I'm
terms
saying
of
for decision making.
For decision making, yesterday was a fantastic call by Jitesh Sharma, I have to admit. I mean, based on that one call alone,
Game
I
changed on
think,
its head.
yeah, the game changed on its head. But overall, I would still give it to KL Rahul, and I'll tell you why. Yesterday's decision was a fantastic one. Sure, the call was a fantastic one, but he still had visibility of that because it hit the back of the bat, right? So as a wicket keeper, he got to at least see that and then make the call and was confident about it. I think KL overall has read the game a lot better and taken more sound calls, even when it's not taking the DRS. That's equally an important call as taking a DRS.
Okay, but this is where I agree somewhat for you. You all could also say that KL has more control about in terms of leadership when you have Akshar Patel alongside you. If Jitesh, I think for Rajat Patidar, if he has to go for suggestion, he'd rather go for Kohli than Jitesh Sharma, is what I feel. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Players
fair
to watch out for time now, according to me. And here are the 3 players I've gone for: Mumbai Indians and LSG. Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, and Jasprit Bumrah are my 3 players for Mumbai. And for LSG, I think Rishabh Pant has to perform alongside Mitchell Marsh and Avesh Khan.
Okay. So for me, if we go with LSG, yes, it's high time Rishabh Pant performed. Honestly, he's a very, very talented player. He's great fun to watch when he's on song. But currently, it's like a old stuttering car. I mean, it's just not going right. But we know if it goes, it goes really, really well. Avesh Khan is an interesting pick from your side. I'm not too sure about Avesh Khan just yet.
Are you going for a local boy, Shardul Thakur?
Interesting. Shardul Thakur to me will probably be slightly higher than Avesh for the simple reason Shardul Thakur is that kind of bowler, that street smart bowler, who comes in at the death, picks up easier wickets because the previous batsman
After
have
bowling 5 to 7 wides.
Fair enough. That's okay. Doesn't matter as long as he's picking up wickets at the end. Because remember, when you have gone through the middle overs and the spinners have sort of tried to pull things back and so on, the batsman will try to go hard at the end in any case in a T20 format. And there comes a bowler who will still stick to lines and lengths, nagging lines and lengths. And more often than not, the batsman will commit a mistake and throw their wicket away. And he ends up picking up quite a few bonus wickets that way, if I may
Yeah,
say.
he does. That's the reason why sometimes we say he's a man with a golden arm. But you said about your picks for LSG, more or less summing it up for Mumbai Indians as well. If you go back to yesterday's game as well between Chennai and SRH, how much do you agree that it's a crime for a spinner to bowl at if one or maybe two no balls, which Noor Ahmed bowled yesterday?
Oh, absolutely. I was on air when we were doing that, and that was exactly the comment that I spoke about. I said Chennai did not do themselves any favors, by bowling so many extras, wides down the leg side. No balls are
Correct.
sacrilege. You can understand if a fast bowler is running in and misses a step
Correct.
and oversteps, but for a spinner, when you're bowling,
Bowl two.
when you're running in 3-4 steps, and you bowl two in the same over, mind you. So yeah, absolute sacrilege, and that's definitely not on, especially when you're looking at defending 154, which is hardly anything.
Correct. And can Kamindu Mendes' catch be one of the catches of the tournament?
Oh my lord, that was one of the best catches I've seen in a long time. I have mentioned this to my colleagues on air here on Dubai, on the radio station when we were commentating, that they should definitely have a cap, a white cap maybe, for the best fielder of the
For
IPL.
the best.
They have the orange cap. We have the purple cap. I don't understand why we don't have one specifically for a fielder. And this would definitely qualify as one of the top ones.
Absolutely does, because the way he took the catch was fantastic. But moving on to the key battles to watch out for, here are my picks. Shardul Thakur versus Rohit Sharma is my battle number 1. Jasprit Bumrah versus Rishabh Pant is my battle number 2, with Trent Bolt versus Mitchell Marsh as my battle number 3. Ritvik, over to you. Which one do you think is the mouth-watering one?
I like the first one, the Rohit Sharma one that you spoke about.
Shardul versus Rohit.
Rohit versus Shardul because two completely different contrasting players in terms of styles. I like the last one as well.
Bolt versus Marsh.
Bolt versus Marsh, a bit of Tasmanian rivalry there.
Correct.
And one likes to move the ball in the air and off the deck. Marsh, I refer to him as the Hulk. He just basically wants to go and stonk everything off from ball one. For me, Bumrah in the middle, that choice I'm not very sure of, for the simple reason I don't feel Bumrah's bowling or is 100% currently. I just feel maybe he's physically 100% as per the doctors and all. Of course, he's been given the go ahead by the doctors and the medical staff and all that. I understand that. He seems to have put on a little bit of weight, which could probably be because of the rehab and all that as well. I understand all that, but I don't see, barring a few deliveries when he just goes and nails that York and all that, he's just been a little off par to me in the few games that I've seen. So, and again, we've had this discussion saying, why is he even playing here? Yes, you need match time for him before the Test series, but I still feel he's just not.
But now, as Mumbai Indians are winning, that the debate of why is he playing goes out of the window, because he's not going to get a rest anytime soon. Focusing quickly into the predicted playing 11, starting with the Mumbai Indians. I think why change something that is not broken, Ritvik? Unchanged 11, according to me. Are you agreeing with the same?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they should just continue with this. And they're doing something which a lot of teams haven't done, which is they've got the nucleus of the team ready now, and they're comfortable with that. And that's key. If you see yesterday's game of CSK and SRH, they're still looking to find their proper playing.
Correct.
20
Correct.
players.
Absolutely. And CSK haven't scored more than 158 at home.
Correct.
It's
And 20
ridiculous
players, 20 out of the 27 players of their squad have been used so far by CSK. Right? So they
Is
obviously haven't got
RCB the least? I think so.
I think RCB is the least. Mumbai is probably close to being the least as well. I don't think they made that many changes. So yeah, I think Mumbai unchanged. For me, for LSG,
I'll come to that LSG before I show it to the audience. Time for the Lucknow Super Giants. Yeah, it is. For LSG, I just made one change. I put Rudikvesh Rathi into the impact sub-list, and I think Mayank Yadav comes into my 11.
fair enough. If Mayank Yadav is fit, why not let him have a go on a Wankhede pitch? Rathi, yes, will figure in some way. The equation then changes if those guys are batting first. Because if they're
Can they
batting,
be a little bit sensible and say that, okay, spinners will not work out at Wankhede? Can they go for someone like a Manimaran Siddharth who bowls really well in the power play?
could be. I haven't, to be honest, seen much of him, so I'm not sure what sort of impact he brings. To be honest, but
Okay,
I think the fact that the Mumbai wicket has not traditionally supported spinners much should play a factor in them choosing, and then Mayank Yadav could be a good call.
correct.
However, depending on how the batsmen sort out their innings based on them coming in and batting first, I feel is going to be key for LSG more than anything else.
Absolutely, because their bowling is good, but can they stop the carnage of Mumbai Indians? I'm not too sure, just like you said as
But
well.
can they put
Thank
up
for
enough
putting you.
runs to push Mumbai India and put them under pressure?
Absolutely.
That's the question.
Absolutely. The toss will play a huge factor in this game, is what I feel, and even you feel as well. Time to put you into the hot seat. Time for predictions time. Quickly, it's match number 45, MI versus LSG, afternoon game at Wankhede. The predictions for this game, please.
I think it'll be Mumbai. I have a very strong feeling Mumbai is now on a roll. They're very, very determined to make this count. So
So,
definitely
how much are
Mumbai.
you saying? 80-20?
I would definitely put it at least 70-30.
70-30 for the Mumbai Indians. They're heavyweights. They're playing some serious cricket. Home
Yep.
side winning it once again, taking 2 more points and climbing higher in the points table. Fair enough. Thank you so much, Aditi. Thank you all the viewers watching this video. It's a Super Sunday double header. Afternoon one, it's LSG versus Mumbai at Wankhede. Sit back and enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you've done by press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much and
Thank
bye-bye.
you.